Evening all, happy Homebrew Wednesday. So, you might have noticed that there's something new in the shed, a significant new addition. Not the bottle. Behind that, a chest freezer. So you can guess what that means. There's a Keezer project on the way. So yeah, the shed's in a right old tip at the moment because I've had to basically get rid of two of the shelving units that I had behind me previously to make way for the chest freezer. I haven't quite worked out where to put all the stuff that was on them yet, but I'm slogging through it because I need to clear some space so that I can get on to starting this new project. So I fancied doing a Keezer build for a while. I've got the kegerator behind me already, but you know, 2 taps is just not really enough. So yeah, I was on the lookout for a freezer and I saw that one on Facebook Marketplace for 20 quid, which I thought was a bargain. Went over and picked it up in the week, and it's a bit old and tatty, but it works and it's pretty big as well. So I've checked, and it looks like I can put, once I put collar onto it, I'll be able to get 6 kegs into that. So yeah, pretty should be a pretty substantial Keezer when I get it up and running. Let's get a beer in the glass. Was at the beer festival last weekend in Bedford. Nice glass from that. It was on 100 years of the RAF, and yeah, you got the poppies and stuff on there as well, so quite like the glass. Now this is a bit of a young one, but it's the Founders Porter clone that I've done. It looks like it's just about carved up. I was worried it might be a bit flat, but that's looking okay to me. Now, there's a grain to glass video going to be coming up for this one, but I will probably wait to finish that video off until this has had a little bit more time to condition, because it's only been in the bottle for just over a week, I think. Yeah, coming up to 2 weeks this weekend. So just enough time to get a little bit of carbonation on it, which is looking just about right actually. After that, obviously want to cold condition it for a while, but let's see how it's getting on so far. Smells good, really nice chocolatey kind of nose on there. Now normally when I have a dark beer like this that's only been in the bottle for, well, less than 2 weeks in this case, it's normally a bit rough around the edges. But that is tasting bloody good already. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with that so far. So quick shout out to Rusty Homebrew for providing me with the recipe for this, because they brewed his Founders Porter clone a while back, and I hit him up for the recipe and he sent it over to me. His version was outstanding. I did a quick review of it, I think, and put it on Facebook on the BrewTube group, and I think this is getting towards the quality of the one that he sent me, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah, that is really good. Anyway, let's get back to the Keezer project. So it's going to be a bit of a slow burner because I've got some ideas in mind, but it's going to be expensive. It's going to take me a while to kind of fund this, I think. I can't afford to do it all in one go, especially not with Christmas coming up and everything. So it's going to take a while, but I'll be doing videos on it. It's going to be a progressive thing, so it'll probably be stages as I go through. I'd like to get the collar done fairly soon and fitted on there so that I can just use it with party taps and stuff. I've already got a temperature controller spare that I can run off of it, so I've already put a couple of kegs in there just to keep them cool. But yeah, if I can get it so I can just use it as a very basic Keezer, over the next couple of weeks I'll be happy with that to start with, and then we can build on it as we go. But yeah, a few things that I've not quite decided about yet that I'd like some feedback from all you guys out there on, especially those of you who've done Keezer builds yourselves or who are thinking about doing it. As I said, I can probably get 6 kegs into there, but I'm not sure whether I want to put 6 actual taps on there. So I've got the kegerator over there. I'm not going to be getting rid of that. I'm quite attached to the kegerator, and if I've got that and the Keezer over there, what I'll probably do is keep that one for warmer beers, ales, dark beers, that sort of stuff. So yeah, more kind of English beers and stouts and porters and stuff maybe in that one, have it a bit warmer, and then have the Keezer for stuff that I want to have cooler, so lagers, APAs, IPAs, that sort of stuff. With that in mind, even if I do 4 taps, I'll still have, on the Keezer, I'll still have 6 in total, which is loads. I'm going to struggle, you know, to keep beers in on 6 taps at the best of times. I don't have the opportunity to brew that often that I'll be able to easily keep those going, and it's probably going to be better, I think, to have 2 kegs in there that can be conditioning, so I'll still be able to have them hooked up to gas or whatever, but I can maybe have the 2 extra kegs conditioning and then 4 on tap. But I don't know, what do you think? Is it better just to go all out and put as many taps on as you can, or is that overkill? I mean, if I had 6 on there and 2 on there, that would be 8 taps in the shed, which, I mean, I'd love to have 8 tap beers on draft all at the same time, but even as a semi-functioning alcoholic, that's going to be a bit of a struggle to keep up with. So yeah, I don't know, I'm thinking 4, but I don't know, 6 would be great. It's going to be really expensive though as well if I do 6 taps, so I don't know, what are your thoughts? The other thing that I wanted to talk about, which I put a post up on the BrewTube group earlier about, was taps. So there seems to be a lot of different types of taps and different costings of taps as well. So I've read a few things on the internet about stainless versus chrome. I've got the basic chrome taps on the kegerator over there, and I've, to be honest, not really had any issues with them. The finish on the outside seems to be okay. I think they're starting to maybe corrode a little bit around the actual opening on the tap, but otherwise they seem to be fine. Not really noticed any off flavors or anything, but read a lot of stuff today on the internet about stainless being a much better option for various reasons, but there's a big difference in cost there. So I'm looking at, you know, full tap assemblies with stainless, and they're about you know, 40 quid plus, which is quite a lot if I'm going to do 4 taps, and even more if I'm going to be doing 6. So what are your thoughts on stainless versus chrome? Quite a few people chipped in with their views on the BrewTube group earlier, and that was great, so thanks for that. There are cheaper, seems to be a lot of cheaper taps on eBay, which look like most of them are kind of shipped over from Hong Kong or something. So, but a few people said they've been using them, no problem. And some of those seem to be kind of stainless but with chrome on the outside. I'm not sure. Do I need flow control? I've managed perfectly well without it on those ones, but you know, would you think that's worth the extra cost? I don't know. Basically, this one's going to be quite a big project, and I want to try and do it right, and you know, but at the same time I don't want to spend loads of money on stuff that's not really critical to making it work well. So yeah, if you've got an opinion, just tell me what you think about the tap options and what you would personally go for and why. And then what else did I want to say? So the only other thing that I was going to ask you guys for is maybe a little bit of help with something that I'm going to use for decorating the kegerator. I'm not going to give the game away totally in terms of what I'm thinking of doing, but basically I want beer mats, or failing that, any kind of personalised stickers or anything. So those of you who've got channels and have actually done any of your own kind of personalised beer mats or stickers or whatever, I would love it if I could get some of those to be used for decorating the kegerator. Other people, if you've got beer mats for you know, beers that you really like, or a brewery that you really like, it would be great if some of you would be up for kind of helping me out and sending me a few of those. I've got a couple here, the Sierra Nevada one and this Weird Beard one from the London Craft Beer Festival that I've managed to hold on to. I think there's another one back there somewhere, but I can't see where it's gone. So yeah, stuff like this, which is a bit, you know, bit different, looks nice, and you know, from good breweries or for good beers would be great, or anything that's personal to you or your channel or whatever. That would be cool. It's going to be used in some way to decorate the Keezer, and it would be nice to have that with stuff that is from people that I know from online or people who are supporting the channel. So yeah, don't go mad. I don't want people to send me like hundreds of them, because I won't need that many. But you know, if you're up for helping me out, then just you know, maybe one or two, or like I said, if you've got stuff that's got your channel logos or anything like that on, that would be great as well. Hit me up on Facebook and message me or something, or I don't know if you can you message people privately on YouTube? Probably. And we'll try and sort something out for that, and maybe I'll might think about sending people beers or something in exchange for that. Not promising, but maybe, depending on how good your offerings are. So yeah, that's the big project coming up, and there's a few other things tied into that which are going to be influencing or inspiring some of my other videos coming up. I've managed to hopefully negotiate a little freebie for myself because of basically offering to do a review of something for the channel. Again, you'll have to wait and see what that is, but there might be a little bit of a potential bonus for you guys as well associated with that, so keep an eye out for that. That'll be coming up very soon, and obviously, like I said, I'll be doing a series of videos on the build for this and taking you all through that as well. So I'll leave it there because I'm starting to drone on a little bit, but interesting times ahead. A nice beer as well. I'm glad this one's nice, because the other one that is conditioning at the moment looks like being a total failure. I tried to brew a wit beer and I don't know what's happened, but I think it's on its way to becoming vinegar basically. But thankfully this one is not, and the other two beers that are in the fridge behind me fermenting at the moment are also looking like they're going to be quite good. So peaks and troughs as ever with home brewing, but I hope all your brews are going well and you've got a nice beer in hand tonight. So cheers everybody, speak to you soon.
I'm the dude, so that's what you call me, you know, that or his dudeness or duder or you know, El Duderino.